Here's another factor and solve. Anytime you try to solve by factoring, the first step is to get everything over on the left with nothing but 0 on the right. Because the way we solve by factoring is we get all the factors and then it has to be equal to 0. It's called the zero product property, so that you can set each factor equal to 0 and solve. Okay, first thing I'm noticing here is that I have common factor. What have I got? 2, and then also, what about the x's? Yeah, 2x to the third can come out. So that leaves me with x to the fourth minus x squared minus 12. Okay, now notice on this one, this is one of those where it looks a lot like one we've done before, or the type we do the most. The only difference is the exponents are exactly twice as big. If they're exactly twice as big, that's what I want, because that means that at the end I'll just put x squareds instead of x. Okay, so think about how you would factor this. Two numbers that multiply to give you negative 12 and add to give you negative 1. Negative 4 and positive 3. So that's exactly what this is going to be, except the exponents are twice as big. So I'm going to have x squared minus 4 and x squared plus 3. And I still have that 2x cubed out front. Now this is not factored fully because I have a difference of squares. X squared minus 4 is x squared minus 2 squared. So this is x plus 2 times x minus 2. And this is factored fully. I can't factor that anymore. And now I'm ready to set each factor equal to 0. 2x cubed equals 0 only if x is equal to 0. Notice that that takes care of 3 x's, so that's like saying that I have 0 as a root with a multiplicity 3. It's like getting 3 zeros. Okay? This is x equals negative 2. This is x equals positive 2. This is x squared plus 3 equals 0. I'm going to go through the process of getting this alone and seeing what this is. X squared equals negative 3. That means I take the square root of both sides, and I have x equals plus or minus I times the square root of 3. If you have a negative under the radical, it always comes out as an I. So in terms of how many solutions, I started out with 2x to the 7th, so I would expect 7 solutions. Here's 1, here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's actually 2 more x equals 0s here. There's 3 x equals 0s here. Okay, so 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.